Yo, people. JT back at it again. I'm back at it again. Back at it. Yo. Just wanted to share some thoughts and some opinion on not having kids. Not having kids in the modern day and age. And the decision, or whether it was taken out of your control, and whether you decide to opt out of the family life, you know, because that is a rational choice in today's society. I think women do see that. They do see it. I mean, obviously they look down upon it because they see why. You know, and that is you'll see it a little bit for about a brief second, and then, you know, they'll give you a whole you know, the love story and everything. So, but I guess let's get into having kids, you know, because that's always there. You know, to bring something into the future that you can, you know, progress and help guide, and do that through, you know, sex and relationship with, you know, another person that helped you create such a situation, you know. And I do believe two is better than one, and I think the world we live in has the same standard. But yeah, it's a good life if you got two committed people to each other, and their values are of the same line. I think it's possible, and you can't be. I guess there has to be a baseline of disbelief in divorce. You know, if she's already, like, you know, if you get a sense that, you know, she may, you know, she could do better, you know, she will do better. Know that. So it could be a good thing, you know, having children look up to you and, you know, really look at you as that you know, that motivator, and you know, that guy. Well, I guess looking now, I guess looking on the other side of the coin is not having kids, right? As the baseline, not having kids. You don't have any kids. Whether it's you have yet to find that person that you can connect with and feel comfortable in her to trust for the long term. Maybe you haven't found that yet. Maybe you never will find it. But or maybe biology has said you're incapable. You know, due to it could be due to genetic, or it could be due to your past experiences, or your past, you know, doings. It could be anything. So, or it could be because you have made the conscious choice not to get involved with children because of the current legal system. You know, the financial expectancy. You know, the social, you know, expectations, and healthcare expectation. all the expectations and status and the organization. I guess that's another thing a lot of people forget about is the organization. And I think that's where a lot of people actually disconnect, is the organization. Because if people aren't among the same page on organization and on how to organize, then they are going to they're going to quarrel a little bit about little stuff that builds up. And if one isn't, especially the one who feels that that their way is being neglected or whatever it is, whatever they're feeling, if they're not willing to cope, it is an intelligence thing, because this is sometimes you really just gotta take a side breath and you just gotta okay, all right, let's break this down. And one side of the party has to be like this, because if not, it's going to be a hellhole. It's going to be hell, and you're going to fall into the rabbit hole. You're going to fall. And once you fall deep. So, yeah. Making this choice not to have kids versus making the choice to have kids. How I weigh it out right now. It is a great thing. It is, the little kid in me is telling me, like, yo, you can get past all this shit. This shit is all fucking, like, people go through this shit. This shit is nothing. They have kids. They have a house. They have things in their house, and they have stuff, and they live the life. They live their lives. This is what it is. Okay? And kind of set my bar a little lower as to what I want. And it is a little bit convincing, like, cause it's an easier standard to reach, because the system has made it so. Because 2 is better than 1. But when it comes down to the being that I am, not the physical being, as to what you see, as I'm talking about, as to how I feel personally, as to, of course, I'm at work, but you don't know how I feel at work. So the being in me is saying that it's not worth the effort, because the effort is there. You can man can almost measure his effort inside of him. He can measure the effort that is he's willing to put out to reach a particular goal, and able to see if it's going to be worth the outcome. A lot of men don't they don't get this far deep into themselves in order to understand this. They don't get this far deep because it's something. I think it is a fear. There's a fear deep down there that we have to go through this alone, and that is a fear. It is because you don't know what's you do it alone, and it's mistakes are that much more devastating. Things don't appear as I don't know how to put it. Unless you have built up yourself, obviously, to experience things in a light that's just as bright as if you were in love, right? I guess this is something men hasn't biologically built up in themselves. So, looking at a lot of men don't want to look at the fear. The fear of waking up by yourself, making the decisions of your life by yourself consistently. Waking up with the stiff one, and just pulling it out. A lot of men aren't mature enough to go through that. And women are obviously very aware of this because they have certain urges that they can't resist. But it's much more easier to satisfy those urges than it is for men, and unfortunately, it's much stronger in a man than it is a woman. Well, probably, obviously so. But I think it's the fear that I am overcoming that is almost allowing me to rationalize not having kids, and also because of the stipulations of the legal system and just the constant manipulation of women, and it's real. It's so crazy. It's just constantly going on. Constant mind games, and it's just going on at 90% of the time, and it's tough to deal with, and to convince yourself that it's not going on when it's clearly going on. It takes a little kid to be able to deal with that shit. It really does. It takes a little fucking kid. Because, a real person would be like, what the fuck is going on? I don't treat you like this. I treat you, So, and, I think women know this, and I think there is some expectation for you to grow out of that. They are expecting you to man up. I guess not even man up, because when they say man up, they want you to white knight. But I guess when in the term, in a very honest setting, when they'll subconsciously tell you to man up, in the sense that, see through my bullshit. Hey, look, come on, just see through my bullshit and just tell me what the fuck you need to say and what I need to hear. And I think that's where the true connection comes through. You'll find. I think that's where you do that in the moment where it calls for it. Those lines of connection will be a lot stronger. And she'll bond to you a lot. That it'll be stronger. Because it's like you can play both games. But honestly, it's a game that that's gonna leave you in ruins, because it's her game. It's her game. And people, not even men, just people fear doing it by themselves. So doing it by yourself is difficult, and a lot of people don't want to do that. So I feel that they do it. They jump into situations with other people prematurely to get ahead, and the woman is systematically going to get ahead. So if you if I had to give a baseline on it, I would have to go about it's almost about, let's say, 35, 65. you know, until that woman could really boost that, you know, that 35. But yeah, that's what it is right now, guys. That's what it is for me. MGTOWing it out, baby. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Just a couple thoughts, man. Yo, hit me back, man. Hit me the fuck back, bitches. All right. Yo, check out some of my fucking videos too, man. Jersey Baller, subscribe to my shit. Y'all got hobbies and shit, man. All right. Y'all just want to hear a nigga be depressed and shit. Like, nah, check out some of my shit, man. Jersey Baller. I fuck with you, you fuck with me. All right. I'm out.